And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass up.
Elon Musk has got to be one of the corniest, awkwardest, and most racist person we done seen in this country in the past few years. And this mofo got the nerve to consider himself an African American. Now, do y'all see why foundational Black Americans are leaving that shit dead and buried? But people like y'all just gotta dig it up and turn it to a weekend at Bernie's. This Nosferatu vampire-looking ass man has the nerve to be out here doing the Nazi salute in broad daylight like we don't know what he doing. And from the look of the video, you can tell he ain't got no shame, cause this fool got the nerve to be tweeting no more white guilt. Like, that's apparent. Everything about you screams no guilt, shame-free.
And then the like straight up, like that was a serious Roman. It wasn't even like a subtle, like a wave, like one of these, like a Laura Ingraham. Remember when Laura Ingraham did that? That was a straight up like loving energy. that was like a straight up with intensity Roman salute.
We are all descended from slaves. It's just a question of when. Was it more recent or less recent? That's it. Is this something we want to make part of our constant dialogue forever? Or do we want to say, like, let's just move on and treat everyone according to just who they are as an individual?
I agree with you with that. That's the ideal. But what the evidence shows is that that's not what's actually in practice.
I think we're doing better than anywhere else.
That's true. I agree with that. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean a lot to a whole lot of people who aren't able to take advantage of the opportunities that you were able to take advantage of, simply because the color of your skin.
What advantages did my color of my skin give me?
Well, there's an ease that you have in society that many people of color don't. You were able to come to this country voluntarily. There are many people who are not able to come to the country voluntarily. There are people who came here as slaves.
For me to come here.
And there is a legacy of slavery that still continues on. There's a legacy of racism that still continues on in this country. That's undeniable.
For those who don't know, Elon Musk is now the owner of X, formerly known as Twitter. And since the purchase of X, aka Twitter, the use of the N-word has rose up over 500%. What the hell is that? Like, is it that serious that you guys have to go out of your way to actually call us the N-word, knowing damn well you ain't saying it to nobody in person? And it's like, damn, we really live rent-free in your head, huh? Like, get a life, you troglodytes. You are not in the caves. This article comes from The Medium by Dr. Allison Wiltz. How free speech became a lame excuse to spread racism on Twitter. White supremacists celebrated Elon Musk's takeover. Free speech is a fundamental right in America that protects our ability to express ourselves. But what happens when free speech becomes nothing more than a lame excuse to spread racism? In the wake of Elon Musk's takeover, Twitter is entering the find out phase. Emboldened by the idea of an unfiltered social media platform, racists increased the use of the N-word on Twitter by nearly 500% in the first 12 hours after the deal was finalized. In response, some users have either left the platform or discussed the need for moderation. Tony Braxton, for instance, noted that hate speech under the veil of free speech is unacceptable. Even before Elon Musk, whose family profited from the South African apartheid, took over Twitter, Black women were 84% more likely than white women to be mentioned in abusive or problematic tweets. Social media was already a racially hostile environment for Black people. Still, it seems Musk's takeover signified a new dawn for white supremacists, one where racism can be as omnipresent as the server. So how did free speech, a seemingly benign civil right, become food for racist fodder?
I need you to see this. Elon Musk is spreading a very specific kind of racism on the internet right now.
Elon started retweeting some of the most prominent race scientists, and there was like nothing. No one, Chuck Schumer met with him after that. He's like the sort of patient zero for a lot of stuff right now.
Elon seems to really like this account. They've gone by a few names on the platform, but they share extremely racist content that argues that Black people are innately intellectually inferior beings. We actually settled this debate generations ago, but Elon Musk is helping to bring it back.
Meet Louis Agassiz, a Swiss-born American biologist who believed that the races developed separately and were of different origins. In his view, Negroes were of the quote, lowest grade of humanity.
Look at this graph. It shows the follower growth of this account over time. And many of those peaks that you're seeing are the moments when Elon Musk engaged with them over the last few years. A simple response from Elon gives a fringe account like this one access to millions of users, drawing greater attention to these destructive ideas and earning this account tens of thousands of new followers. This page is part of a larger network of race science advocates on Twitter, people who use out of context IQ data and cherry-picked examples to make gross, sweeping statements about entire groups of people.
This Elon Musk thing is a tricky ass situation, and best believe that rotten ass apple does not fall far from the tree, because his freaky frog, racist ass daddy, Errol Musk, speaks on post-apartheid South Africa as if they weren't the colonizers.
So 1990, Mandela gets out of prison, and then he gets elected as the first black president of South Africa. And like, how massive a change was this in South Africa?
Well, it was very harsh. You know, the white people, you know, didn't have much faith in black people running the country. You know, in the beginning, we actually, through Mandela, keeping many of the existing government structures in place, things weren't that bad. But people had no faith, no faith in things getting better, you know.
I remember one of the things that Mandela said when he first took power was that he didn't want black people to take revenge against the white people of South Africa. He wanted a society where everyone coexisted. Was that actually the case, though?
Did he actually say that? I mean,
yeah, he said
that. Well, yeah, look, I wouldn't have, that would have been very bad for the black people, you know. The white people are not pussies in this country, you know. The white men in this country are serious, if you understand what I mean.
I'm no punk bitch. I ain't no punk bitch neither. I'm no punk.
These people are so out of touch. This weird ass man, Errol Musk, was in an interview and was asked a question about America becoming a white minority country. And this fool got the nerve to ask the man, does America want to go back to the jungles? As if black people can't have autonomy over our own lives and control our own destiny. Like, who the hell do y'all think y'all are? Ever since white people been in control, this world has been run into the ground. The ground. And not just the city, the world, Craig.
Not just the city, the world.
The big concern at the moment, and why I think South Africa is a big talking point in the US right now, is America in the next 20 years will become, for the first time in its history, a minority white country.
Well, that will be a very, very bad thing to happen. You want to see the US go down? Why? Oh, you don't like cars and electric cars, and you don't like technology, or what is it? You want to go back to the jungle, or?
If the US becomes a minority white country.
Yes.
So there's Latinas, there's blacks, there's people from all different races make up the majority, and then, you know, it could be 48% white people. Do you really think the US is doomed if it goes under?
Yes, it goes under then.
Seriously?
Yes, of course. You see, if you take South Africa, we have a small white population that projects the European culture, or what we learned from Europe.
And oppressed millions of black people.
No.
For decades.
How do you oppress? We gave them work, we fed them. They grew from a tiny little group into a massive group. That's not oppression, that's feeding them. What the f is he talking about? Do you understand? You only grow big if you get fed. You only start at 800 and become 50 million if you get fed. We fed them, for crying out loud. You know, enough with this nonsense.
But so you understand, because the black population was so oppressed under apartheid.
Well, we never saw this oppression you're talking about.
What the hell is even that?
You never saw it.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah, because you're white.
He acts as if he is oblivious to what colonization has done to South Africa, speaking on feeding and providing jobs for the South Africans as if they weren't the ones who put the South Africans in the position that they are in the first place. Like me asking you for something is getting on your nerves. Like, these people are not just helpless ass animals. They can take care of themselves. Don't nobody need your ass hovering over them. We don't need that mayo smelling ass Caucasoid. But on a serious note, I don't know how many of y'all know, but Elon Musk has 14 kids with multiple baby mamas. Y'all like to talk all that shit about Black Americans and our issues and parentless households or fatherless households, not enough fathers around, babies out of wedlock. This man literally grew up with a silver spoon. We got a numerous amount of reasons why we don't have parents in the household and why we having children out of wedlock. Not giving no excuses, but damn, seeing how you grew up, what's your excuse, white man?
Do you think Elon is a good dad?
No, he hasn't been a good dad. The first child was too much with nannies and died in the care of a nanny. Now, what I'm saying, if Elon hears this, he's going to shoot me or something. But anyway, that's what I think. That's no good. They were too rich, too many nannies. Then he had 5 children with the same woman, 5 sons, all brought up. Each one had its own nanny. You followed me?
Mm-hmm.
When they got divorced, the nannies were 6 on this side and 6 on that side. So it was really a weird situation.
Just never really spent time with kids, hey?
No.
Musk first became a father in 2002 when his then wife, Canadian author Justine Wilson, gave birth to their son, Nevada Alexander. Tragically, Nevada passed away at just 10 weeks old from sudden infant death syndrome. Wilson later revealed in an essay that Nevada stopped breathing during a nap and suffered irreversible brain damage. He was taken off life support 3 days later. Determined to expand their family, Musk and Wilson turned to in vitro fertilization, or IVF, and in 2004 welcomed twins, Vivian and Griffin. Vivian came out as transgender in 2020 and began her transition at the age of 16. She has stated that her mother was supportive of her transition, while her father was not. In 2022, Vivian petitioned to change her name and legally separate from her father, citing a desire to cut all ties. She has spoken publicly about her estrangement from Elon Musk, claiming he was largely absent during her childhood. In a recent interview, Vivian described her dad as a pathetic man-child. In 2006, Musk and Wilson had triplets, Kai, Saxon, and Damien, also through IVF. Musk and Wilson divorced in 2008. Wilson says Elon had a dismissive attitude towards her career ambitions and pressured her to be a, quote, trophy wife. Musk eventually began a relationship with the singer Grimes. In 2020, the couple announced the birth of their son, X-A12. His name was later modified to use Roman numerals X11 instead of 12 due to California naming laws. In December 2021, Musk and Grimes expanded their family further with the arrival of their daughter, Exa Dark Sidereal, via surrogate. The name, inspired by technology, space, and fantasy elements, was later shortened to simply Y. Just weeks before X's arrival, Musk secretly fathered twins, Strider and Azure, with Siobhan Zillis, an executive at Neuralink, a Musk-owned company that develops brain microchips. Court documents later revealed their birth and a name change request to include their parents' surnames. In June 2022, Musk and Grimes had a third child together, Techno Mechanicus, also known as Tau. In late 2024, reports emerged of a year-long custody battle between Grimes and Musk over their 3 children. Grimes revealed that she hadn't seen one of her children for 5 months during this period, highlighting the challenges faced in their co-parenting agreement. In February 2024, Musk and Zillis welcomed their third child, a daughter named Arcadia. In 2025, Zillis revealed that she and Musk had also secretly welcomed a 4th child, a son named Selden Lycurgus. In February 2025, conservative author and influencer Ashley St. Clair publicly claimed that she had given birth to a son, referred to as RSC, in September 2024, alleging that Elon Musk is the father. St. Clair stated that she initially kept the child's existence private to protect his privacy. Elon Musk has acknowledged providing financial support to St. Clair, stating he has given her $2.5 million and continues to provide $500,000 annually. However, Musk has expressed uncertainty regarding the child's paternity, indicating he is open to taking a paternity test to confirm.
The cold-blooded part about this whole situation with Elon Musk and all these goddamn kids, he has some weird-ass upbringing with his family, so it kind of ties in to why he has weird-ass situations with his kids to how he grew up and why he had a weird-ass situation with his father.
In a months-long investigation, we found allegations that Errol Musk, who's the father of Elon Musk, had abused 5 of his children and stepchildren. The Times is not identifying the children, but we're able to show how they fit into the Musk family. Errol Musk has been married to 3 different women. His first marriage was to Mae Musk, who is the mother of Elon Musk. Over the years, Elon has been very vocal about saying that he's estranged to his father. And then after they divorced, he briefly remarried a woman named Sue. And then after that, he married Haida Marie Musk. She had already had 3 children from a previous relationship, and they had 2 children together. The first allegations against Errol actually surfaced in 1993 in South Africa. His stepdaughter, who was 4 years old, accused Errol Musk of touching her inappropriately. After those allegations were made by the stepdaughter, there was a police investigation opened, but as we understand it from family members and other sources we've talked to, Errol's wife at the time, Haida Marie, decided not to pursue criminal charges. About a decade after those allegations, Elon Musk actually moved the family out to Southern California where he was living, and what we saw was pretty quickly that whole situation started to unravel. The same stepdaughter that Errol was accused of molesting, she essentially said she caught him sniffing her underwear in her room one day.
Brother, what's that?
The family called the police. A restraining order was issued against Errol Musk. Sources and family members have told us that they told Elon Musk about this, about what his father had done, that Elon was upset, and that he eventually sent his father back to South Africa. And what we understand is that Elon also tried to keep the rest of the family in Southern California with him, where he wanted to take care of them to keep them away from Errol. That plan did not work out, and eventually Errol's family, Haida Marie, his children and stepchildren, they all also moved back to South Africa. After the family goes back to South Africa, Haida Marie and Errol, they got a divorce. We get to 2009, and that's when another disturbing allegation pops up. So the same stepdaughter filed a protection order here against Errol Musk, basically alleging that he kissed her inappropriately. And the judge did eventually grant a temporary protection order against Errol Musk to stay away from his stepdaughter. What family members told us is that Errol sort of remained in and out of his stepdaughter's life. A few years later, according to his former stepdaughter, they had 1 child together. Family members say Errol was actually always around, and his stepdaughter was even calling him dad still when this all happened. But the allegations don't end there. In 2023, family members reported to the police that Errol had sexually abused his son that he had with his former stepdaughter.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
The police tell us that there was an investigation into child sex abuse, but that prosecutors declined to move forward with the case because of insufficient evidence. We've also picked up in some of the records we reviewed that there are allegations that Errol Musk also sexually assaulted his 2 daughters with Haida Marie and his stepson, but we were not able to find out anything about the nature of those allegations, and the 2 daughters declined to comment.
You freaky frog! You a freaky frog! You's a freaky ass nigga!
I don't know what this correlation to Caucasian men touching on these kids, but it's a serious phenomenon that's not studied enough. And y'all don't like to shed light on it. Y'all like to talk that black people, 13% of the population commit 50% of the crimes. Y'all don't want to talk about these stats though. These people are just absolute weirdos. I just came here to shed a little light on this Caucasian situation that a lot of us are not privy to, especially us in the black community. So don't even trip. Big Worm is here to shed light on the situation.
Where your flashlight at? Rent a cop. You're supposed to have flashlights. You got to shine some damn body.
But don't even trip. We're gonna keep this thing rolling. But don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out of here.